Hello. If you feel called to stay, please do. If you don't, I understand. A message from Archangel Michael. I am Archangel Michael, and I come to you, my beloved children. I speak to, through and within the hearts and minds of all open unto me and my purpose. This time of acceleration is quite demanding on you, my beloveds, and so I come to offer you my love, my wisdom, my strength, and indeed my protection. There is an interesting phenomenon occurring that I wish to make you, dear readers, aware of. Many of you are growing in strength, even as you are growing in your capacity to love unconditionally, even as you are expanding your light quotient and growing and expanding telepathically. Your sensitivities are extending vertically from the dense physical vehicle up into the higher realms, where divine wisdom is being imparted to you, where the angelic kingdom and line of evolution, the planetary and cosmic masters, and those beloved friends and fellow initiates on the inner plane can be seen, felt, heard, and known. Likewise are your telepathic abilities extending horizontally from one to another. This is, of course, to your great advantage, and a sign of your development and advancement of your ascension process. Yet this, if not carefully monitored, can also leave you vulnerable to incoming patterns of thoughts and emotions that you are so very often not aware of, but that impedes upon your minds and nervous systems in general. Let me explain, and know that in my explaining, I am guiding you towards self-protection and an awareness of how I might be of service to you along these lines. To begin with, in the normal course of evolution, you can see that it is through the development of the nervous system that consciousness itself develops and kingdoms are transcended from one to the other in ordered succession. The mineral feels but little, the vegetable senses more. In the animal kingdom, the nervous system truly begins to take shape, and in the more evolved and domesticated animals, true emotions are felt. Then we have man in his varying degrees of sensitivity, from the savage, almost animalistic man to the young baby soul, to average humanity, to the disciples and initiates I am presently addressing. For you, dear ones, are your sensitivities great indeed, as your nervous system is in a constant state of refinement, that you may all the more easily be in telepathic rapport with those of us on the inner planes and more quickly achieve liberation and ascension. You, therefore, grow increasingly more sensitive to the subtler aspects of yourself, your brothers and sisters, those with whom you work both on the inner and outer planes, and the ascended planetary and cosmic masters. The last two categories requiring extreme sensitivity. Because of this, you are open in a way that those who are less evolved, less expansive, and less sensitized are not open, and it is vital that you learn how to close off at the appropriate times and how to protect yourselves. One of the best ways to do this is to ask for help, since your process often necessitates your being open channels to write, to heal, and to commune. Please know that this is my prime function and purpose, that if you but call, I will surround you with my blue flame sword of protection and stand as a barrier between you and all unwanted or misqualified energy. Beloveds, let me give you a specific or potentially specific example. All of you who are light workers are connected with a specific group of beings with whom you work. Most of you who are light workers also do some sort of work in the world. Certainly, you have some interaction, even if just at the market. All of you who are light workers are extremely open to the inner realms of light and to activities occurring on the inner planes in general. You are protected by the very nature of your own light and love selves, and yet, as I have said, are also vulnerable. For example, if a member of the group with whom you serve is having a bit of a time of it, as most of you are turning this phase of rapid transition, and you tune into your group consciously during meditation, or even unconsciously simply by being telepathically linked with that group, some leakage of another's struggles is bound to come into your auric field. There's nothing really wrong with this, as it is all part of the process of learning how to function in ever greater group formation and guess with the territory of the ascension process. Yet, it is a problem that can be easily overcome by invoking protection, and this I offer in abundance, dear hearts, for this is my particular puzzle piece. In this way, with your invocation, I will surround you by my protective sword, encircle you with the fire of its strength and power, and block you from being sensitive to any disturbances. With this protection can you more easily proceed with your purpose, function, and sensitivities. Along other lines, the deliberate harshness with which the world at large functions often does cut like a knife, and we of the higher realms know this. Call upon me and my sword then, which is far stronger than the knife, and I will cut loose and junk that which has been thrown your way and taken into your sensitive auric fields. Also know this, my beloveds, and that is that I ask you to ask me for more constant protection upon the inner realms. There will be a time, I promise you, when your strengths will supersede your sensitivities, but for almost all of you, that time is not now. Let me stand as a wall before you and any and all psychic debris that clutters the lower astral and lower mental realms, and can make its way into any area of psychic vulnerability that you might still have. What am I saying? It in essence is, I'm here for you, and I want nothing more than to serve you. The path onward and upward increases sensitivity by virtue of the very nature of that path, and it is my divine calling, my divine job, to blaze my sword in strength and protection of all pilgrims upon that path, if you but ask. Ask much from me, dear ones, for I have much to give. I will serve as your protector, and you need protection as your nervous systems become ever more rarefied. I will also teach you how to protect yourselves, for as you call to me, tune in to me, and let me serve you, so too will you learn from me. Buffer not bewilderment from your sensitivities, for that refinement is essential to your development. However, do not continue needless suffering when I am here, awaiting the call to protect. For that is my essence, my service, my joy, to love, serve, and protect what I am and who I am. With love, your Archangel Michael.